Hey guys, Sean here. Wanted to do a video today to finally start getting to the movie content that I wanted to start doing at the top of the year, and I did a little bit at the top of the year, but then I kind of stopped making videos altogether for the most part, other than a random book haul here and there. So now that I'm finally getting back into the swing of making videos, I know it's been a couple weeks since my last video, but that was partly because I only been reading BookTube prize books, so I didn't really have a lot of books to talk about. And I've been starting my physical movie collection again, and I was kind of just waiting until I had a decent amount to show and haul and show you what I've been getting. I do have some movies that I do want to talk about, but I'm going to do that in another video. Hopefully next week sometime. I'd kind of like to get back to the idea of movie Mondays that I was playing with earlier this year. Maybe, I don't know, or I may just throw out videos whenever I finally sit down and record and feel like throwing a video out. Who knows? I may end up with some sort of schedule, or I may stay completely unscheduled. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys what I've been working on as far as getting my physical movie collection going again. I used to buy movies physical, DVDs, even back in the days of VHS, and that I used to really work on I used to enjoy working on my physical collection, and then for years I haven't been buying physical movies. I've mostly just been, watching, streaming, renting. But I really wanted to get back to working on that collection because I really enjoy having, especially movies I love, enjoy having them in a physical format. Because you can buy stuff digitally, but you don't 100% own it when you buy it digitally. Any of the platforms you buy from, Amazon, iTunes, at any time, they still own the ultimate rights to that, and they can decide to pull that from you whenever. You can go looking for something and suddenly it's not there. Chances are they're probably not going to, but you don't 100% own it. It's the same with Kindle books. Something could disappear from your Kindle library. You buy it, but you don't 100% own it. You buy something like this, you 100% own this. And I hate seeing the physical form of this stuff going away. We've basically already lost CDs. Vinyl's coming back, which I enjoy. But yeah, we're losing our physical collections, and I want to get back to purchasing that and showing that there's still a want for this. So anyway, these are the Blu-Rays. I've got some Criterion Collection stuff that I'll get to at the end, but first I've got Lost in Translation, Bill Murray, Scarlett Johansson movie directed by Sofia Coppola. Love this movie, been wanting it for years. Finally went ahead and grabbed a Blu-ray copy of it. This, I saw a friend, a personal friend, somebody I know in my real life, get, and I've been wanting it ever since I saw him post on Facebook that he got it, and it is Laurel and Hardy, the definitive restorations. You're going to get a nice glare of me filming this, and let's see if we can get some sort of infinity thing going on. Anyway, this is 8 hours of Laurel and Hardy movies and shorts. It's got Way Out West. It's got their classic The Music Box. It's 4 discs, extra features. Laurel and Hardy are my absolute favorites. Stan Laurel is a comedy icon to me. Anytime I do a stage role, I try to find, especially if it's a comedy, I try to find some way to pay tribute to Stan Laurel with something in my mannerisms, even if it's just at the curtain call, because he has been such a huge influence to me. So I'm very happy to have that. I've got the Greta Garbo, John Barrymore movie Grand Hotel from 1932, directed by Edmund Golding. Saw this years ago. My wife and I, when we got married, we, instead of table numbers at the reception, we had classic movie lanyards at each table, and everybody was assigned to a movie, and Grand Hotel was one of the movies that we used. And we made a point to only use movies that we had watched together, and this was one of those, and I loved it when I watched it. So it was like, I got it for like $5, and there wasn't very many copies left, so I grabbed it. One of my favorite film noir movies, Double Indemnity, with Barbara Stanwyck and Fred McMurray. Absolutely love this movie. If you haven't seen this, stop watching this and go check it out. And here's one I actually haven't seen yet, and it is from the Warner Archive Collection. It is Love in the Afternoon with Gary Cooper, Audrey Hepburn, and Maurice Chevalier. Oh, I forgot to mention Double Indemnity. I'm trying to, like with books where I try to mention the publisher, I'm trying to mention who directed the movie, because I'm trying to get more familiar with directors and what movies they are attributed to them. This was directed by Billy Wilder. But Love in the Afternoon, Audrey Hepburn, Maurice Chevalier, and Gary Cooper. This is directed by, again, Billy Wilder again. So, and I haven't seen this one. I'm a huge Audrey Hepburn fan. Massive Audrey Hepburn fan. And this is one of her, but I haven't seen all of her movies, and this is one of them I have not seen. But it's Audrey Hepburn, so I want it in my collection. This is one that my wife and I watched this past Halloween. It was my first time seeing it. It is a classic in German Expressionism, especially in the silent era, and it is a very early Conrad Veidt role, who was Major Strasse in Casablanca, and it is the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. This is such a weird, trippy. The sets in this movie are just insane and so good. It's a silent film from 1920. It is directed by, I'm hiding my face, sorry. No, my face ain't that interesting anyway. Robert Vine is the director of this. And if you've never seen this, I definitely recommend checking it out. You can watch it on Amazon Prime. It's a trip. I got the. I also should mention too. This is from Kino Lorber, and another one from Kino Lorber is The Phantom of the Opera, the original Lon Chaney silent film, directed by Rupert Julian. This is, it's unclear kind of to me if this is officially one of the Universal monster movies, or if it's kind of grandfathered in, or sometimes when they put out things of the Universal monster movies, they include this one, sometimes they don't. But I have never seen this one, and I wanted to, so that's why I grabbed it. Hopefully I'm going to watch it this Halloween season. I don't know how many of the Universal monster movies we're going to watch or rewatch this year, but last year we watched all of them, because I had all the ones from my collection of them, but that wasn't in it. But I have seen lists with that in it. I don't know, it's weird. I got a documentary, Hitchcock Truffaut. This is a conversation, kind of, I think it took place over multiple days between Alfred Hitchcock and Francois Truffaut. Charade is a famous French New Wave director, one of the pioneers of the French New Wave. I have the book that kind of goes with this, so I got that as a director's gift when I directed 39 Steps last year, and I saw that there was a video of their conversation, and with commentary and interviews from other directors about this meeting between them. I'm really interested to see this. Now we get into the Criterion Collection discs I bought, and I've just been kind of dipping into the world of the Criterion Collection. I just actually recently subscribed to the Criterion channel, which I'm so far loving. I highly recommend it. I'll let you know more as I get deeper into my viewing on it. I'll let you know when I watch movies, when I'm talking about movies that I've watched, when I've watched it on the Criterion channel and so forth. So a big thing with the Criterion Collection is the spine numbers. So I'll make sure I give the spine numbers. If any big Criterion Collection people are watching this, I'm kind of a noob on this, so if I make any mistakes, forgive me. But the first one, I'm not going in spine number order or anything, just how there are in the pile. This is Alfred Hitchcock's Notorious with Ingrid Bergman and Cary Grant. No, not Cary Grant. Is it Cary Grant? God, it's been a long... Yeah, Cary Grant. Brain fart. I've even seen this one. This is spine number 137. This I wanted, once because I want to start building up my Hitchcock collection. I have a bunch of Hitchcock movies that were taped off of Turner Classic Movies. Years ago, my mom had gotten, when the first DVD recorders came out, my mom had gotten one that had a hard drive on it, so you could record from television to the hard drive and then burn what you recorded onto DVD instead of VHS. And I actually still have that unit in my basement. Like, she gave me that unit years later when she got something new. I actually have still that. It's got a VHS player and a DVD player in it. But anyway, but I want to start working on my actual physical collection of Hitchcock movies, because Hitchcock's one of... You may have seen me talk about Hitchcock before. I think I talked about it when I was directing the 39 Steps last year. I've shown this biography on the channel before. I'm a big Hitchcock fan. So I want to start working on my now Blu-ray collection of his, and I want to get my hands on all the Criterion ones that he has. So this is the start of that. Next is the Grand Budapest Hotel. This is directed by Wes Anderson. Again, this is kind of starting... I've been really getting into Wes Anderson's movies over the past several months especially, but a couple of years. I haven't seen all of them, but I like his cinema. I like his tone and his style of cinematography, and there's just a lot of I like about the way he films. But this is Grand Budapest Hotel. Ray Fiennes is in this, and then the standard Wes Anderson players make appearances. Owen Wilson, Bill Murray. If you've seen a lot of Wes Anderson films, you know the people who keep appearing. But this is spine number 1025. This was released just a few months ago on Criterion Collection. And I saw this in theaters, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm excited to see it without... When I saw it, there was a curtain that they didn't raise all the way, so there was this black mesh curtain over the top of the screen. So I'm excited to see it where I can fully see the screen, too. This one I just watched a couple months ago. My wife and I are doing this thing where we each picked 10 movies and then we put them on a combined list and mixed them up a little bit. And when we want to watch a movie off the list, we random number generate, and whatever number comes up, that's the movie we watch. And this was one of my picks because I want to start watching more of the Wes Anderson movies, and I really liked it. This is the Darjeeling Limited, spine number 540. This was actually, I bought this before I bought the Grand Budapest Hotel, so this is kind of the start of my Wes Anderson collection. This is another movie that I watched a few months ago. Still can't get it out of my head. Really want to watch more by this director. In fact, the next one is by this director too. But this is one of the first movies of the French New Wave movement. And this is Breathless by Jean-Luc Goddard. This is his first film. This is spine number... this is the right way around. Spine number 408. And really, again, I think I want to build up a Goddard collection too, because again, I haven't seen a movie beyond this one, but I just can't get this one out of my head. And I don't know where I was going to go with that, but yeah, that's Breathless, Jean-Luc Goddard. And then this one is Band of Outsiders, also directed by Jean-Luc Goddard. It's spine number 174. This one, actually, I have not seen. Some friends brought it over. We were doing a movie night. We watched Double Indemnity that night, and then they brought over a few movies, and this is the one we were going to watch because it was one of my friends, one of his favorite movies. So he wanted to show it to us. And then we put it in the player, and we got into the first 5 minutes of it, and power went out. It didn't come back on till 1 o'clock in the morning that night. So I couldn't even get it out of the player to get back to him when he went home. And then my wife and I were gonna watch it on our own and then give it back to him, and then we never did. And then I got it back to him shortly before COVID hit. So I'm glad I got it back to him, but I still wanted to see the movie. But I can't. This is the only way I could get it. This is the only way I could see it was to buy it. It's not available for digital rental. So I went ahead and bought it. And I'll let you know when I see it. And then the final one is Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn's Charade, spine number 57. This is the most Hitchcock-feeling movie without being a Hitchcock movie that I've ever seen. This is actually directed by Stanley Donen. It's an espionage thriller. Walter Matthau is in it as well. I don't know if you guys have ever played. Years ago, there used to be, maybe 20 years ago, there was a popularity of the 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon game, saying that you could connect any actor to Kevin Bacon in, or was it 7 or was it 6? Because it's 6 degrees of separation. It might have been 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But any, like the 6 degrees of separation, you can connect any actor to Kevin Bacon within that number of connections. And I used to use this all the time to connect more modern actors to Audrey Hepburn because the Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon are in this. No, Jack Lemmon's not. Only Walter Matthau is in this. I'm thinking of JFK that they're both in and have bit roles in, which was another one to be able to use a lot. But I used to use this one too. Anyway. That's what it was. I used to use this one to connect classic movie actors to Kevin Bacon because Walter Matthau was in this. So I could get up to Audrey Hepburn or Cary Grant and then say was in Charade with Walter Matthau, who was in JFK with Kevin Bacon. Anyway, memories. That is it. That's the Blu-rays that I've picked up. Let me know in the comments if you've seen any of these movies, if you like them, what your thoughts are, what your thoughts are about physical movie collections. Do you still collect physical movies? Do you feel like I do, that like it's something that we're going to lose if we don't show the industry that we still want it? And let me know. Let me know if you're interested in seeing more movie hauls from me, because I'm going to keep buying movies just like I'm going to keep buying books. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you, especially those, not even especially those, everyone. Every single one of you, I appreciate you all. Thank you for sticking with me through my randomness of posting videos this year. I feel like I'm getting back on the wagon with this. So if you like this one, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one.